we go. Yeah, I know, gravy with downwards trend. This time we've changed servers. We'll see if that does anything for us. If this persists, I suppose we can assume it's my internet. But for now, we just changed servers. We'll see if that's good. Yeah, we've got Hal with a lowercase L. It's our credits screen. Yeah, they only showed like 7 credits. I guess like 7 people made this game, or the rest of the people just didn't feel the need to identify themselves, which seems incorrect, so I'll assume... Oh, okay, it just go to loop 2. We didn't have to do anything. Yeah. That's a good point. Somebody might have been bored. Why? We'll never know. Loop 2 has the names of the bosses. You could be right. I don't think this is the final ship, though. Do we have to play through... Do we have to play a couple stages? I don't remember. This stage is easy enough to blast through it, though. Yeah, I can't recall if this is the final ship or not. Let's finish this stage. We'll finish this stage and we'll see if we get a new ship afterwards. And if not, we'll probably just move on to our next game. That's fine. In the hyperist zone. Oh, the stage seems so tame. The stage seems so tame now after the other shit we just did. It's odd how this game ramps up it ramps up its difficulty, not with like enemy fire, not with like difficult bosses, but it's the terrain that does most of the damage. They start to they put the healing zones in dead ends, and they make it hard to avoid obstacles. Which is not generally how making shmups harder work. Usually they just fill the screen with more bullets. I love this goofy UFO though, not gonna lie. Well... I think he died faster than the first time. I love how you have to fight that boss twice throughout the course of the game, too. And, like, the second time, I guess he's supposed to be better. But, like, not really. Alright, it's the same ship. Let's assume that we've got the best one. And, if not, we'll do a full 2-loop playthrough some other time, I think. We got some other shit to do. What time is it? 4:22. Alright, cool. How about... We're going to check out, we haven't played an arcade game yet. Every game that I planned on playing today is on a different platform. We have not played an arcade game yet. How about we check out... Avenging Spirit, the arcade game. This is like a side-scrolling platformer. It's like an action platformer, but it's got an interesting gimmick. And we'll get to that as soon as the game starts. Actually, we don't even have to wait for the game to start, because everything we need to know is in the flyer. Hold on. Let me zoom in on this flyer. This is where all the lore is. What? Avenging Spirit is about a young man who was ruthlessly slain by an underworld gang. Now his spirit, crying out for vengeance, has returned to punish those responsible and to rescue his lovely girlfriend, Miss Darling, who's being held prisoner somewhere in the vast city by a gang of cunning runts. Cunning runts, chat room. By invading the bodies of the various gang members, our hero assumes their looks and weaponry. Yeah, that's the gimmick. You're a ghost, and you possess people. That's how you fight, because you're a ghost. You're not going to do any fighting yourself, but you can possess people and have them fight for you. Where's my now playing? There you are. Haha! I've done it. Streaming is hard. So yeah, we're about to get this Avenging spirit going. Turn that back down. Shoutouts to Jalico. I don't think they're around anymore. It makes me sad. But that's fine. Let's put a damn credit in. I called you here. Oh, they are still around. Sick! Those men were members of an evil secret society. They kidnapped my daughter and held her for ransom in order to get information about my research on ghost energy. I guess this is Ghostbusters now. Your energy is limited. But please help me, save my daughter. You're dead, but help me anyway. To possess an enemy, position yourself on top of them and press the button. Yo, give me this commando. And, just fucking shoot everyone else, I guess, because we need points. There's little time left, please hurry. So, this game is interesting because every single enemy in the game is possessible. These two right here, possessible. Her at the top, possessible. Everybody, as long as you, if you run out of health, you can see your character's health bar at the bottom of the screen. If they die, you turn into a ghost, and then you possess a new person. Your actual health bar that determines whether your ghost dies or not is at the top. That's your energy gauge. So anytime that you're not possessing somebody, like your ghost is just floating around looking for somebody to possess, that's when your health starts to go down. Yeah, we're playing some Avenging Spirit. This game also has multiple endings because despite the entire plot saying that we need to save that girl, not mandatory for completion of the game. There is a bad ending where you never save her. We're gonna save her, obviously, but you have the option not to. Oh, that's not good. Alright, we gotta steal somebody else. Yo, give me this guy. What? Yeah, man with gun. That's who we currently have. That's our hero. Yo, easy. I discovered the map in the pile of garbage, Rack Attack. It looks like the room where she is held requires 3 keys to unlock. Yo, this guy can jump? This guy can jump way better than the previous guy. Ooh. Ooh, sour please, though. Okay, I guess we're stealing this grenade guy. How useful he is, we will find out. Oh, we can crouch and throw them, too. That is slightly more useful. Because those go relatively straight. So yeah, stages, this is another game with 6. This game's got 6 stages, by the way. This is one of those games where you need to make sure you do certain things before you get to the end of the game to be able to have the best ending. So in the top right corner of the screen, you see that we're missing all 3 of the keys. The keys are on stages 2, 5, and 6. So there's one here we need to make sure we don't miss. Oh, I can't reach those with this guy. His jump is too shitty. Ugh! Shit! Yo, what's up, Super Sonic? Yeah, man with gun could have made that jump. Grenade guy, not so much. Whoa, okay. Here's the first key. Well, that's just rude. Oh, shit. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, this right here is a health pickup for your currently possessed character. Of course, being an arcade game, they don't give you much back. Alright. Oh, we're a little too close. I understand, I understand. This is not the most, like, this is not the most optimal guy for this boss fight. Just chuck grenades and hope it works. Just hope it opens up at the right time. Alright, cool. So I guess switching servers seems to have worked. I suppose that is the tech. Or maybe I'll jinx myself and it'll go offline in like 5 seconds. Oh, hello. You weren't there a second ago. This game's got a weird physics system, so if you jump off of one of these platforms, while it's on its way up, you jump much higher. I believe that is the only way to affect your jump height in the entire game. Oh, can I reach that, though? Ooh, I want to reach it, though! Ugh! Yes! I mean, yeah, it's like real physics, but it's like the only instance of physics in the entire game, so it stands out. Oh, that's not the right way. We're going... Yeah, this is where we're trying to get. Oh, what a ninja! I want that ninja, hold on! Yes! Okay, Ninja's got a weird jump. Oh, we're dead. Fuck. So yeah, you can, I guess considering it allows you to possess multiple characters, like, on one life. And it lets you get your health back, too. So in some ways, it's, you know, it's very generous arcade game compared to how many of them are. Now we got the guy we started with. We'll get as far as we can with him. Yeah, that ninja had a weird jump. It's very floaty on the way up, but then he sinks like a rock on the way down. Ooh, is there like a secret at the bottom of this? Is there like a secret? Oh, those dudes got missiles. No, I don't think there's a way to, I don't think there's a way to eject the body that you're currently in. I think you have to die. I could be wrong on that, though. What? Okay, you know what? This is what you get. This is what you get. We got snowballs. Oh. I can only have 4 snowballs on the screen at a time. Oh, hi, Dracula. Oh, shit. I understand. Oh! Yo, give me the baseball bat. Oh, I'm not actually sure how useful this guy is. I just have to beat the shit out of this boss. Uh-oh. I think we made a bad choice, chat room. Ah, shit. Yeah. Maybe that's fine. Yo, they put this guy right in front of the boss to bait you. Oh, I wish I could possess that thing. Are you kidding me? Oh, you are correct. You are correct. I can just knock those back. Yeah. Oh, I take it back. This character's amazing. Oh, it hits him so many times. It's a very particular hitbox, though. Alright, cool. I take it back. I like the baseball bat guy. That's a goofy gimmick. Looks like I can't go into this base from the ground. Why not, though? You're a ghost. Well, there's not enough room in this sewer for the 2 of us. Oh, shit! Well, we have a situation here where we've got no ghost energy left. Okay, we just got a little bit back. We were in a situation where if we died as the baseball player, we would have immediately died as the ghost. Oh, I like this game's soundtrack. Shit! No. Oh, we barely got that ninja in time. Yo, do you see this jump, though? He's got a bizarre jump. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why is there a dragon here all of a sudden? Ooh. Invisible blocks? I see you. Interesting. Okay, we just got a bunch of health back. Shit. Uh-oh. Oh, we didn't make it in time. This game's hard. Alright. Let's time for snowballs again. Snowball fight. She looks so happy, though. She's so happy to be here. Ooh, can I get, Well, that's not who I was aiming for, but I'll take it. Oh, she's fast. Oh, she's fast. Oh, I take it back. This character's mad good. What is happening down there? Shit. Alright, we got one anyway. Oh, hell yeah, this seems good. Oh, we found the one. But, yeah, this game was, this game came out for the Game Boy, too, I think. Or the Game Boy Color, or something. And it's more or less the same game there, so if you want to check it out without having to deal with the headache of arcade emulation, that is an option. Damn, this guy's good. I like him. It's on Amiga, too? That I didn't know. That's pretty cool. Looks like there's a base above here. Stage 5. This is where the next key is, so we gotta make sure we get the key here. I love his goofy walk cycle. He's got that same jump the other ninja has, though, where he goes up slow, but he goes down fast. Okay. That's an odd plan he has, but I support him. Oh, shit. Ooh. Oh, I'm out. Get me out. We've got multiple paths, chat room. Ooh. Oh, he crouches underneath that? That's good. That's a good crouch. He gets low enough to dodge that. Hey, got the key. Oh, sweet Jesus. Okay. Yo, get me out. That was a close one. What takes away health and what takes away energy. So, oh, okay, I can't stick around. Yeah, you lose health when you get hit by things, and you lose energy when the ghost is outside of a body. Okay. I have no quarrel with you, Yoga Man. I see you gatekeeping. Oh, they're gatekeeping that energy pickup. Yes! Yes, you can, Squeak. If you possess the yoga dudes, you have an infinite Kirby-style jump. Absolutely. We may make use of that by the end of the game. Shit! Oh, that took all our energy, too. That dude hit us so hard it took our health and our energy. That's a problem. Yo, give me that guy again. No, get over here. No, you get your ass back here. I know you hit us so hard our ghost died. So that was a dead end. We gotta go this way. Oh, hello, sir. He seems friendly. Do I want that health pickup down there? Yeah, I do. Oh, never mind. Oh, there's more. I take it back. I didn't anticipate the third dragon. Shit. Yeah, it was a very Mega Man X-style heart container. Robots! Can I possess the robots, though? Well, I don't want to die and find out. Probably. I would like that energy, thank you. Oh, I'm out. Just get me the fuck out. What? Was that homing missiles? Hold on. No, you get your ass back here. Oh, hell yeah. This is the guy. This is the guy we need. Hello, sir. Oh, this boss is easy with this character. Oh, we definitely picked the right guy for this. Yeah, surprisingly weak to missiles in the face. Who knew? I have a strong premonition that the girl is here. There's something written on the wall. It's a code. Ghost. Alright, we're on the final stage. Oh, I'm not in a good spot. I understand. Who would paint my favorite movie on the wall? Man, I haven't seen Ghost in years. It's been a hot minute. Oh, okay. I don't... Uh-oh. We need a body. Okay. We killed the only person on screen we could have possessed, so we had to scramble. Oh, no. Okay, fair trade. Oh, we absolutely take that trade. He moves pretty slow, though. He moves pretty slow, though. There's a button here, chat room, with a G on it. What could it mean? Yo, Weeku's Twitch, thank you for the follow. So yeah, we've got to hit all 5 of the buttons that spell ghost in this room. Okay, invisible platforms, I suppose. Why not? Oh, we're playing Avenging Spirit right now. What? Rude. So this is where the door is once we hit all the buttons. We have to find the rest of them. That is where the last key is. Of course, they make you work for this last one. Well, I understand. Okay. I didn't see a way out of that situation. What do we got over here? Oh, there's nothing over here. I don't know why I thought there'd be something over there. There wasn't. Put me back in. Oh, there was health. It was just by the commando guys. I see. That makes more sense. I jumped right into that. I think I like this wizard guy. Oh, what is this jump? Oh, it's so fast on the way up, but it's so floaty on the way down. He's got the opposite problem with the other guy. Oh, it's so floaty. No, stop. No, stop. I don't like this plan of yours. Very generous hitbox on these projectiles. Uh-oh. We've got a little bit of a problem here. What if we angle it just right? Oh, it actually worked! What a shot! There's a lot happening. There's a lot happening. Is the last one up here? No, it must be back down. No, let me down. No, let me down, Chief. What? Invisible platform? Come back here. What have we here? Oh, this is where I was. No, come back. No, come back, I beg you. Oh, we're just gonna die, huh? This is how we die? Okay, fair enough. You ever just not have anyone to possess? Oh, we're missing the S block. Where is the S block, chat room? It is in this room somewhere. Yeah, Alex and Dalsim are both in this game. They just snuck them both in. I would assume it's up here somewhere. Somewhere up at the tippy top. I've never felt less safe. Oh, ha, there it is. Now we gotta get back to that door. This is where you drop all your credits right here. You drop them all in this room. Yes! A good ending, get. We've walked back in for some reason. The yoga men scared me. Shit. Actually, we've got an opportunity to steal one and skip the rest of this room. Yes! Yeah, he's got like a jump kick. We're just gonna... We're chilling. We're chilling. We don't gotta do anything else. The first lock was opened. Oh, we opened the door. So we've saved the girl. I can meet you. At last I can meet you. There's no way but for... Okay, I didn't get to read that in time. And by save the girl, I of course mean possess the girl. She's the best character in the game. And she trivializes the final boss. She's really good. Oh shit. Oh, I understand. Yeah, she's got a ray gun. This is the final boss. It's there's not much to it when you've got her. Yeah. Yeah, wasn't kidding. I must say goodbye to the world I love so much. So our stalwart hero Ghost still dies because he's a ghost. But at least he got to say goodbye to the world first. And he did save the girl, so I suppose there's that. Yo, the total planner! Not the, like, head director or the executive producer or whatever. Yeah, that's all we really did was save that girl. If you fight the final boss without her, the whole building explodes, and your character is left wondering if she survived the explosion. It is not clear if she did, but she probably didn't. And very thanks for your playing. What a game, what a game. This is some jaunty-ass credits music. Yeah, why indeed, Julani. Today's high score. That's a pretty fraudulent high score. This is one of those games that does not reset your score when you continue. Or at the very least, they should like add a 1 to your ones place. That's usually how arcade games work. When you have to put in another credit to continue, usually they like add a 1 to the ones place of your score. This game does not do that, nor does it reset your score on continue, so that shit's weird. Very confusing US box art. Let me see. Oh. You are correct. That is very confusing box art. Gives you the impression that the protagonist is a mafia man of some sort. And I guess technically he can be. Yeah, there's some weird box art. There's a very strange box art out there. But yeah, that's Avenging Spirit. Very cool. I love that game. It's got such a cool gimmick, and I wish more games did something like that. What emulator do I use for arcade games? I just use MAME. I use MAME. I'm gonna type that in for you. I suspect pretty much everybody uses MAME for arcade emulation. What else am I doing? Yo, Kid Chameleon? I haven't played Kid Chameleon in a very long time. And I don't think I've ever beaten that.
Welcome to the fantasy zone. Get ready.
Yo, M45. Oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you so much for the follow name I have difficulty pronouncing. But yeah, last time I played Kid Chameleon, I just fucking did the trick where you go to like level 2 and you skip right to the end, like an absolute degenerate. Because I can't be bothered to play the whole like long ass game. That's more of a personal problem. Okay, so we got time. We still got time. We're gonna play some more. How about we haven't played an NES game yet today? Here's the fucking plan, chat room. We are gonna play. Where'd I put it? Where'd I put it? Where'd I put it? We're gonna play Vice Project Doom, and this box art. This box art doesn't really illustrate very well what's about to happen. I guess it kind of does. But I actually prefer the art that they used in Nintendo Power. What we have on the left here is the Nintendo Power ad for Vice Project Doom. I kind of wish that was the box art, because it's like, I think it looks a lot better. And that's why that's what goes up there, and not the other one. Yeah, made by Sammy, who made survival arts of all things. But also, we've also got a commercial for this. We have a commercial for the Japanese version of this game. So let's run this commercial real quick.
Car chase, 3D shoots, trap action. Gun deck. Sammy.
Amazing. Yeah, 3D shoot! That's not even true. No aspect of this game is 3D shoot. It's an NES game, it's 2D shoot. But that's fine. I won't question it if they won't. Yo, Sammy. Look at this preposterous, ripe world. All of it an open market at my command. Here's our villain. Yes, the future of these people depends on me. Jacobs, update me on the status of Project Doom. You know something called Project Doom has gotta be good news. Progress is as scheduled, however, there is one small problem. One of the subjects has escaped and we haven't been able to locate it yet. Oh no. Find it and cancel it. Find it and say he said something racist on Twitter. Simple enough. How is he doing? He spends most of his time with them. Everything's very vague in this plot, I realize. What is happening? Leave him alone. He will come just as I did 30 years ago. That's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that I had to read those words out loud. Woo! Anyway. Hard Maniac loose in Area D on Route 246. So our game begins with a driving stage. This is how our game begins, and it gives you the impression that this is what the game's going to be like, but really this only happens twice in the entire game. Oh, you know what? Let me turn that up a little bit. Let me turn that up a little bit. Okay. Yeah, there's dozens dead on the street. But that's fine, we're police officers, probably. We look like a police officer, we're probably the good guy. Yeah, look at all this 3D shoot that's going on. What are you gonna do, play a game that only has 2D shoot? You're a monster. Got a car boss! And it's actually not much to it. Okay. Yo, easy. Yeah, he does have a plasma whip. Look how cool this guy is! Oh well, he should have surrendered while he had the chance. He's dead now, that's fine. That's how we take down criminals, I suppose. And that gun he carried, talk about the creeps! Christy, can you run a check on that stuff we found in the vehicle? The vehicle's dead, my dude. You destroyed the whole thing. That's fine. Oh, don't worry, just one of your fans. Use the mine detector. It's a pretty late title screen, but we take those. This is how the game is actually for pretty much the entire game. We've got a cool laser whip. We've got a pistol with limited ammo, and we've got grenades with also limited ammo. This game's fucking sick, though. I love it. Yeah, I would say the biggest innovation this game had was the crouch run. You can run, or you can do a slightly lower run to get underneath like fireballs and shit. It's very useful. We'll be using it a lot. No, sadly, this one does not have a golden gun. We're actually not going to be using the... Oh shit, we almost died. We're actually not going to be using the alternate weapons all that often, because I find that the whip is the best one. Ooh. Yeah, there's definitely instances where we use them. It's just not all that frequently. That's gonna fall, right? Let's just go the long way. Swing and a miss. Oh, we at the boss already? First boss is pretty easy. You just beat the shit out of him. Alright. Not too bad. What's going on around here? Christy! Yeah, he just chucks giant girders at you. Sorry, it's me, Sophia. Christy asked me to check out that stuff. And what I've been able to find all leads to Kimron. Rumor has it he practices black magic. Oh yeah. It's all coming together. Yeah, they make no mention of that previous boss's superhuman strength. It's not strange. Don't worry about it. Oh, okay. There's a lot going on. This is one of those games that I've always lumped together with, I've always considered there to be this, like, trio of, super cool super cool, if maybe slightly obscure, NES platformers. I mean, I guess it's not that obscure. People know about Vice Project Doom, but I always put this together with Shatterhand and Power Blade.
Welcome to the fantasy zone. Get ready.
Yo, thank you for the follow. Who? What? Oh, okay, we just made that. Yo, let me check my Streamlabs. Yo, Heimer. Oh, I can't say that name. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Thank you for the follow, though. I appreciate it very much. Yeah, Power Blade's fucking sick. We gotta get to Power Blade at some point. This boss, you just kind of want to stay close to him, and he's pretty easy if you stay right next to him at all times. That's actually true of almost every boss in this game. Hard guess what I came across. That rogue driver's gun turned out to be military issue. Army top secret. Oh, and guess what the boys in forensics found? They found out what's in the stuff. I love that they keep putting stuff in quotes. The dirt on his clothes is native to South Central America. He flew in from South Central America. He never cleaned his shirt. He's got Central American dirt on it. Oh, they can't say drugs. That makes way more sense. Yeah, I understand. So it must be addressed that this entire sprite, this entire animation that you see for the laser whip, that is all hitbox. It really does hit behind you, above you, it hits everywhere. The whip is stupid good. Like, it's hard to miss with it. We want to pick up all the coins that we can, because 100 of those is an extra life, as per usual. Oh, come on, boys, let's party. So this is one of the, it's one of the shooting gallery sections. This game has, I think, 2 of these. It just straight up turns into Time Crisis. The problem with these is you're not encouraged to just mash, because you use your same limited supply of ammo that you always have. So you want to make sure your aim is on point. Oh, we're getting knifed by this dude in the front. Good enough. You gotta pick up meat with your crosshair. South Central America reminds me of my military days. You see this chat room? Do you see this transparency effect on the waterfall? You can actually see your character behind it. That is absolutely bonkers for NES. I appreciate that. It's pretty cool. Yo, what's up, T5? It's going pretty well. Still tired as all hell, but we're still kicking. We can go for a bit longer. No, stop it. quite often this game kind of rewards you for running in a straight line. There's a lot of instances in this game where if you sit there and you try to think about the proper thing you should be doing, you'll take a lot of hits, but if you just if you hold forward and you run through the whole thing, you just kind of skip that whole section without taking damage. Can't tell if my sleep schedule is bizarre or efficient. Yes. Now we're in the jungle. Now it looks like South Central America. Or does it? Oh, that was a close one. Not an enormous fan of these firing patterns the fish have. That bird would have killed us if it touched us. Alright, cool. Yeah, there's no special notification for 100 coins. I think it plays like... No, I don't even think it plays a different sound. I think it just makes the coin sound and you get an extra life. This game's too serious for fanfare. Rude. We've got this enormous tank. This is one of the instances where the crouch run comes in handy because you can dodge the main cannon on the tank. Easy. A lot of the bosses in this game are actually pretty easy. An El Grande welcoming party feels almost like home. It is big Ninja Gaiden vibes, the cutscenes, how they're all widescreen. It's got absurd close-ups on people's faces.
Welcome to the fantasy zone. Get ready.
Yo, Fulong X, thank you for the follow. What a guy, what a guy. Okay. Oh, I got him. What a hitbox, I says. Does this have castle crumbling? Probably. We'll have to wait till the end to find out for sure. Truth be told, I do not remember. But it's an NES game, so it probably does. That's gotta be my favorite old game trope. See the big castle shattering in the distance. Whoops! That's not what we wanted to do. Let's try that again. Oh, there's a lot happening. There's a lot going on. That's how that was supposed to go. Cool. Cool. Ninja Gaiden mixed with Die Hard. Yeah, that's a good way to describe it, I would say. That's about right. Ooh. The guys that crouch fire are a nuisance. Well, that guy just dipped, I guess. Shit. Yeah, it reminds me of NES Batman as well. Particularly the color scheme of everything. The purple and green together Batman. NES Batman did that a lot. But I suppose they had to. This game doesn't have Batman's, like, crazy black shading everywhere, though. Are we the boss? Okay. This boss is not too hard. You want to use the absurd hitbox on your whip to anti-air the missiles as they get to you. There we go. Oh, Heart's in danger. That voice! Reese! I don't think a Reese has been identified yet. What the? I thought you were... So this guy named Reese has clearly been being experimented on in some fashion. He found some green slime. There's a lesson in here somewhere. Don't find green slime. Oh my god, whose emote is that? Still keeping watch on you, Heart. The dude starts coughing. No, well, Reese is dead. The girl, they've got her. Which girl? Be more specific! God damn it. What does this have to do with anything? Oh, it says Sammy on it. The parallax on this stage, though. Ooh, it's delicious. Ooh, the lightning in the background is really cool. Fuck, the stage looks good. How many layers of parallax is that? Like 3 or 4 on an NES? Woo! Whoops. I understand. We can't go fast when there's birds around. Oh, what an anti-air! Okay, we barely recovered. What? We got a lucky bounce there. We bounced forwards instead of backward. These rats are grooving. No, get me out. No, get me out. I don't like it. Good enough. Yeah, the NES games, there's a thing. NES games had a thing about bird enemies and spiders. Birds and spiders and snakes, as far as the eye could see. Every game had to have those three things. Yeah, bats. Oh, we're getting some really lucky bounces here. We could have died so many times this stage. Yeah, we're getting some crazy lucky bounces. All right. Oh, it's still not over. There's always more. No, just get me out. Okay. That last rat had a health pickup. How nice. This boss, you can just kind of stay in the corner here. As long as you crouch running, you pretty much dodge everything he has. So this is the strat. It's not very interesting, but it works. Gun! It's unclear who we're holding at gunpoint right now. Presumably the guy in the robot. But if we're pointing the gun at the, like, robot suit, that's not a very effective threat. Suddenly animated backgrounds! All over the damn place. I mean, every stage so far pretty much has been animated, but there's a ton going on here. Shit. We've got one of my favorite enemies in the whole game. We've got the dudes who just throw donuts at you. He throws bouncy donuts at you. You can actually juggle the donuts. You can hit them and they just fly over you harmlessly. The ancestors are the guys that throw it. Yeah, I agree. Just get me out. Just get me out, though. Alright. Sometimes I feel like it's better to just dip. Just dip out of a screen as soon as you can. Don't even worry about it. Rude. Oh, he dropped meat. This game's generous enough with health pickups, really. This is another easy boss. Here's the plan. You stay right underneath it. Yep. Yeah, it's definitely not that hard, in my opinion. It's definitely got the, probably the biggest threat to you is when you're jumping over a pit and just an enemy decides to spawn at that exact moment. Kind of like Ninja Gaiden style. It's pretty lenient outside of that. Just I'm really worried about Christy. I haven't heard from her. Listen, I just got word that Christy was seen being abducted by some guys dressed in uniforms from that biotech lab. Alright, we're headed to the biotech lab. That's the best part about Ninja Gaiden. You're sitting there on a platform for an hour. It's like you kill a bird, another bird just instantly shows up. You're like, fuck. Okay, fair enough. I understand. Some odd music for a biotech lab, but what do I know? No, sir. No, sir, I don't want to participate in this screen. And we're definitely... Ooh, yeah, that's a health pickup. This is a pickle. Or maybe it's not. Haha. Ha 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 ha. Shit! Oh, we couldn't get the meat, it was too close to the door. Shit! That's probably not good. We can make this work. Hold on, though, we got this. Yeah, we got this screen on 1 health, though. Check this out. Can I grenade that? Alright, fair enough. Oh! Oh! Holy shit. Yo, you're worrying internally, I'm worrying externally. Alright, fair enough. I ran too soon. Yeah, I was too worried about the walls, because when you hit these like wiggly walls right here, they do come back eventually. And I was trying to get out of there before it respawned. That probably didn't require a grenade, but that's fine. Whoa. Ooh, yes! Meat. It's absurd how many bosses you can beat in this game by just wailing on them. Oh, we found Christy. She's probably fine. She's probably totally fine. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I don't think she's fine. I don't think she's fine, chat room. She's scrolling down 1 pixel at a time. What have we done? Beta Corporation, world's largest conglomerate. Still a piece missing. He's still smirking. Oh, there's another one. There's another one in a test tube. It looks just like him. We're back in the car. Help me to settle this thing once and for all. Her ghost is in the passenger seat, you see. Also, yo, what's up, Bluto? How did Batman go? Or did you stream today? I don't know. Ah, Batman stream tomorrow. I see, I see. We're getting close to 100 coins, so we've got that going for us. We'll be able to get another life before the end, finally. So I guess the 1cc is still alive. It's not the hardest game in the world, though. That's probably not saying a whole lot. I don't like it. Yo, Super Spy Hunter. Yeah. I still have to play, what was the first person... What was that first person Chase HQ game? I played a bunch of Chase HQ games during the cop stream we had. we played a bunch of cop games. I wanted to play the first person Chase HQ, but I never got to. That's still on the list somewhere. The perfect ending to a lousy day. We've got to go into that castle, but not before we do this shooting section. PS2 Spy Hunter with The Rock? Are you telling me that there's a PlayStation 2 Spy Hunter video game with Dwayne The Rock Johnson in it? This is news to me. Well, the good news is we got out of that stage without dying. The bad news is we're fresh out of bullets. We have 2 bullets. Hopefully these enemies drop some. Oh, this sounds like endgame music. It's very confused. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. sounds better on a disc system. I gotta, I've never fucked around with the Famicom disc system. I want to play some disc system games. This section right here, usually I just brute force it. Usually the enemies spawn... Shit. Usually they... Keyword here is usually. Usually they spawn in just the right way so that you'll bounce off of them back onto the platform. Shit! Not today, though, I suppose. You gotta be careful here, because the platforms disappear. You don't have much time to think about it. What? Yeah, this part's rough. You get through this, though. You get through this part. Okay, well, we're not getting through that part. Let's get some Fs in the chat room, please. Alright, we're back. You take those Fs back right now. Yeah, we get through that part, we're home free, because the final bosses, unsurprisingly, are just as easy as all the other bosses in the game. It's the stage that's difficult, not the boss. How many continues are in this game? I think you have unlimited continues. I might be wrong about that, but I've never gotten to a point personally where I ran out. So either the game has a ton of them, or you have unlimited continues. Well, now we've kind of got to go slow. Because we've got no health to go fast. What? What a bounce, I says. Alright. Now we've got the health we need. Oh, shit. I didn't. You gotta watch out for that guy coming from behind. There we go. It's the last real challenge, yeah. Those are the kind of bounces we're looking for. Like, usually I'll take that hit on purpose so I can get that kind of a bounce. Not like that, though. We gotta get it twice. Fortunately for us, this stage is hella short. Could you imagine if this stage was if this was one of those, like, actual problematic NES final stages where you lose to the final boss at the end, or you have to continue or something? You gotta do, like, half an hour of work all over again. Not the case here. This level's like 2 minutes long. So we've got that going for us. For the Glitch and Ninja Gaiden 1. That whole game. That whole game, it seems to go out of its way to be rude to you. What an anti-air. Uh-oh. Fair enough. Yeah, the infinite sword glitch, I remember that one. I'm always a fan of when, the most widely accepted strats are like the jank ones that aren't supposed to work. Like in Zelda 2, when, you fight Shadow Link at the end. Pretty much everybody just crouches in the corner, they do this. I love how that becomes the strat, you know? Ooh, I kind of expected him to shoot earlier. I wanted him to bounce me back onto the platform. A blind kid was able to beat it via Nintendo Power? Are we talking Zelda 2 or are we talking Ninja Gaiden? Could you imagine? Shit. We probably should collect, we should collect all the grenades we see, too. Because we're gonna need grenades for the final boss. It is definitely the most convenient way to hit him. Yo, what's up, the real Varlene? Yeah, this game is sick.
Welcome
Strong
to the
recommend.
Fantasy Zone. Get ready.
Yo, thank you for the follow. Big, enormous recommend. We're kind of stuck at the end here, though. This is where the game gets hard. I did a blind playthrough at AGDQ. What? You got me fair and square. Oh yeah, Zallard has definitely done the blindfolded punch out. We gotta jump forward. We gotta jump forward into the knives so that it bounces us onto the platform. Every bone in my body tells me that's a bad idea, but god damn it, that's the strat. Alright, let's try that again. I feel like Zallard's done the blindfolded punch out more than once. I mean, it's just as impressive every time. Yeah, actual punch-out god, Zallard. He did blindfolded Wii punch-out? Oh, no. Yeah, that seems rough. We got 15 grenades? That's not an amazing amount. Maybe we can make it work. Oh, there's some more. Okay. Okay, we got the strat now. There's the nades we need. Haha! We're in. But yeah, the actual final bosses aren't really that hard. This first one right here is just you. You've got to fight someone who has your exact moveset. Yeah, we must date ourselves. It's about survival. I'm merely a provider of what is required for existence. Look at that shading, though. do you know my name? What do you mean, return? Plot revelations! It's a pretty hot beat, right? If the NES was good at one thing, it was the bangin' 5-second loop. No one can do a hotter 5-second loop than the NES. Is it beginning to make more sense now? Actually, no, not really. There's that smirk again. Surprising amount of lore for the for you know an NES platformer, NES action game rather. He's not pleased with Heart's response. Oh, I'm gonna take you down. Yeah. So, what we're going to do... Always make sure when he lands that you are standing, not crouching. If you are standing, when his feet touch the floor, he will do his standing gun, which can be crouch walked underneath, right? If you are crouching when his feet hit the ground, he'll do the low gun, and that is much more problematic. That's all there is to that boss. And we did it! We beat the game! Or did we? We're not done yet. This is the actual final boss. This is what we save our grenades for. Oh, he big. We can't take many of those hits. The reason this final boss is problematic is you can really only hit him in the face. So you kind of have to rely on the massive hitbox of the grenades to deal damage to him. No, this game was made by Sammy, the same company that made Survival Arts, of all things. Or no, Sammy was... Yeah, this was Sammy. Sammy just published... Oh, that makes more sense. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if this company that made this went on to make Survival Arts? Nothing has changed. This is bigger than you or me. You cannot end it. You cannot destroy it. So we did it. We beat ourselves. Every dog has its day. Just remember, Mr. Hart, in you flows the same blood as mine. That's true. There's our NES castle crumbling. We had a brief shot of it. And then our reward is all this delicious parallax. Ooh. Ooh, it looks good. But yeah, that's a Vice Project Doom. 10 out of 10, best game ever made. Every so often on the NES, you had these like crazy ambitious action games, like this one, or a Shatterhand, or a Power Blade. And then there's another one in a test tube. It's unclear if this is our playable character or, you know, just another guy who looks like him in another test tube. But that was a thing. And that is that game. What the fuck time is it? 5:54. Ooh, it's getting late. But we still got time. How about? We've actually gotten through all the games I wanted to play today, but we still got some extra time. How about? Ooh, we're going off script here. I still want to play things. We still got time, so how about? I haven't played a single Sega Master System game in the history of my Twitch channel. Tell you what. If I'm gonna play a Master System game, it's gotta be this one. It's gotta be this one because I'm curious how it is compared to the one I know. Yeah, Streets of Rage was on the Master System, believe it or not. Let's, that looks good. Did that scene have to load? Did they have to load that in? Yes! Ooh, these portraits. Ooh, it's delicious. Well, this looks interesting. Okay. Let's see how this goes. I've never played this before, so this could be a huge disaster. And I'm just gonna make a personal note of things that are different. Okay, you can still tech throws. It would appear... Oh, the jab infinite's gone. You can't wait long enough. Or you can't just, like, do a jab and then get the same jab by waiting a while. What? The apples are crazy small. I wonder if weapons are any better in this version. Because they're sure the weapons in general are pretty bad on Genesis. These guys never slid on stage 1 before. That's pretty cool to see. Now, the bottle animation is intact, but it seems like you can't break the bottles. Which is fine. Ooh, we've got the pipe. Is the pipe any better? Probably not with Axel, because Axel's pipe animation was always kind of shit. He's got so much less range than everyone else with the pipe. Interesting that I can only break the center phone booth. I don't know what that's about. Oh, there it goes. Hold on. Wait a minute. Is it just like a specific spot you have to hit it? Hold on. I guess not. That one's indestructible. We're not going to worry about it. So the pine pot is at the end of the stage, not the start of it. That's odd. I like the screen shake on the suplex. That's cool. It even shakes the scoreboard at the top. Oh, they have a lot less health, huh? Okay. Oh, he comes out of the door there instead of walking out from the side of the screen. Interesting, interesting. Excuse me? Where was my back throw? Actually, how do you call the cops in this one? Well, he's dead. I guess we'll never know. This there's only 2 buttons on Master System, so you can't press C to call the police. Alright, we've got the character select theme as the level 2 theme. That's a strange choice. Yo, pepper spray! Oh, I used it. I wonder if there was a, like, animation for that working. Now A and B gives you this back punch. You've got to be able to do it, though, because it says you've got one special at the top. No, it's not select either. Maybe I have to... Ah, you have to press the attack button while the game is paused to call the cops. Sure, why not? Yo, give me this bottle. Is that a 1-up? Look at that tiny-ass 1-up. I love that tiny-ass 1-up. It's smaller than the bottle was. Alright, here's the problem. This character select screen is like a 2-second loop. The character select theme song. We're about to speedrun the rest of the stage. The start button is on the console, yeah. Two jugglers at a time on this stage, that's interesting. They've still got health for days, though. Yeah, the Master System doesn't have much of a sprite limit. Not too many guys can attack you at the same time. Ooh. Okay, hold on. The Final Fight Infinite works. Sort of. It's probably the closest thing to an infinite we've got. You actually throw them farther with your throws than you did in the original game. Like, the back throw just yeets them all the way across the screen. That's way farther than it used to go. Oh, I understand. I understand you're very upset. Are you still immune to the jump kick? Yes, I assume so. Oh, hold on. Do you just fall for these, huh? Shit. I guess not. The Master System the Master System supported Genesis controllers. Oh, he doesn't like being grabbed, I understand. That was a strange trade we just did. Well, this beach scene looks pretty impressive on Master System, I must say. However, this is Streets of Rage 2 music? Is Streets of Rage 2 Stage 7? Okay. Alright. That seems fine, why not? I suppose this version of Streets of Rage 1 did come out after Streets of Rage 2 did. So they just figured, fuck it. Let's put in some Streets of Rage 2 music, why not? I'm not complaining, that's pretty cool. Oh, I hope you're right about that Eternal Yoshi, that'd be cool! Grabs are very strange. It's not super clear when you can grab somebody and when you can't in this version. Hits done in general seems very odd. It's a good looking tide though, yeah. Can't argue with that. In certain situations, it seems like the back throw throws them forward. I can't seem to figure out what... Oh, okay, it's when you do the two knees first, the back throw throws them forwards. But that's fine. Yo, what's up, Izumi? Yeah, this is my first time actually playing the Master System version of this. So this is all new to me. This is all new to me, Chief. That tiny knife in his hands. Wasn't the Master System, the Master System was crazy popular in Brazil, yeah? Like like Brazil kept selling the Master System like long after they should have been, or it just kept selling for some reason. The Genesis was already out. Brazil didn't care. They were all on that Master System hype. Oh, that time we did 2 knees and the back throw still moved him backwards. You just fall for this, huh? Uh-oh. I saw him closing in while I was punching him. I'm like, oh, this is bad. I see, I see. That was a strange interaction, but we take those. There is a charm to this version of the game. Master System is still receiving new games in China and Brazil. That's fucking sick. Who's gonna be the guy who streams those 2019 Master System games? These green ones are here early. Usually the first green signal you see is at the end of this stage, and it's just one of them. Oh, we got another extra life. That works for me. Yeah, you can still tech throws in this version. Same input, too. I'm still trying to figure out the science of throwing in this version. It's not very clear when you can grab people and when people grab you. It seems to be a crapshoot to my untrained eye. Yeah, just get in there. Are we gonna have a juggler here like there usually is? I'll come down though. Yeah, we figured it out earlier, Azumi. Yes! Oh, we're skipping the two signals right here. Fair enough. That bottle is in the same place. He had to run to the console every time. That's what I wanted to hear. Yes! Oh, I probably picked that up way early. Well, there's supposed to be about 8,000 guys that attack you right about here. We've got none of them, but I'm not complaining. I see. They're all at the end. You should only take them on 2 at a time is the catch. Ooh, we got white ones. The bottle actually seems pretty good in this version. Oh no. Alright, how is this gonna work? Oh, I wonder, can you grab them? Oh, I wonder if you can grab them in this version! Can I throw you, sir? Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Nope. Still can't throw them. Fair enough. Oh, that did most of the work for us. That was an ambitious knee. Oh, it's got to load it in. Oh, do we got to load in this stage? Or did my game just crash? It's one or the other. Let's give it a little while. That's some good stream juice. Oh, we're in. That was odd. I'm not going to worry about it. This stage does have the correct music. Oh, the previous stage also had the correct music. Something looks incorrect when you dance around with Axel like this. Something about that sprite starts to fuck up if you do it at just the right rhythm. Yo, Game Gear Streets of Rage 2, I gotta check that one out. I actually haven't played any of the... I haven't really played the non-Genesis ports. That's a lie, I've played the 3DS. I played 3DS Streets of Rage 2. But the Game Gear and Master System ones I have not messed around with. Yeah, it might be self-destruct system. I honestly have no idea. I've got no earthly idea. Ooh, they still, okay, they still do that. It's a shame that, it's a shame that Streets of Rage 3 never got these handheld ports. Or not handheld, but, they never got these other ports. Could you imagine the Mr. X fight at the end of Streets of Rage 3 on a handheld? How would they make that work? I want to see it. I want to see that happen. Are you gonna... Okay. Excuse me, ma'am? Ma'am, we're on a timer here. Mm-hmm. You good? You good? Are you... Okay. Yeah, they don't do the scream here. Is it still turkey? Yeah, we were just off. Yeah, I think that's one thing most people agree that they don't like about the first game, is the, is this shit you gotta deal with. Whoa, okay. We teched the grab, but we landed on his slide at the same time, and we took damage anyway. Ooh, I love the screen shake effect. Streets of Rage 2 Game Gear as new specials. Fuck, that's cool. Well, we definitely gotta check that one out then. Usually those guys are triggered by the scrolling of the screen. I don't know if there's any point on this stage where they pop out like that just during a screen lock. Oh, hello. I think there's usually a pipe here. Where you fight this guy, there's usually a pipe given. Oh, that's bad. So he still advances during the combo. You need to make sure you get your combo ender off before he gets in all the way. That's not too bad. Thank goodness. How far do you let me scroll? You let me go all this way, huh? I wonder if we actually skipped some fights just now. Why not? Another one. Is Streets of Rage special to me? Extremely. This version? Not so much. It's the first time I've played it, so I've got no connection to this one thus far. But I am enjoying myself. Oh, I'll always prefer the Genesis version. Easy. Or 2018, I suppose, is when it happened. But, Windjammers and Streets of Rage 2, or Windjammers 2 and Streets of Rage 4, rather, were both announced within, like, a month or 2 months of each other. And, like, Windjammers and Streets of Rage are, like, two of my favorite things, and they both got announced at the same time. I was just like, oh! Alright. Will to Live restored. I've been happy ever since. Alright, we've got to figure out how this works. We've got to figure out how this works in this version. Okay. They fall for the knee, I understand. We've located the tech. Hey, look at that knee. People hate the ice clone. Somehow we managed to avoid dying there. I'm pretty happy about that. Ooh. I don't recognize this music. Is this a new track? Is this a Master System exclusive track? Oh, does everybody fall for this? Should I have just been doing these this whole time? Hold on. Has this been the tech this whole time? Alright, maybe not.
Welcome to the fantasy zone. Get ready.
Dark World Burt! What is that? Oh, that's not the Crusher. They got a new laser thing. They got a cool laser thing. Alright, so this stage is already wild. It's got new music. It's got a different trap. Oh, we're doing this again, are we? Okay, I've underestimated the value of this knee. On Genesis, you never want to press this button. At least with Axel, because Axel's jump attack is kind of shitty. But, seems to be working out here. Oh no. I've crushed myself. Wait a minute. Okay. Yo, you're killing my frame rate, sir. I'm gonna need you to hand back some of those frames. What? We did it again. Ah, we got him. Good enough. Yeah, the fat fire-breathing dudes, they seem more problematic in this one. Ooh. Not as much iframes on the back throw, from the looks of it. I understand. I understand. It just straight up gave up, yeah. Fall for this knee, though. Shit. Alright. Are you dead? Are you dead? I guess not. How about now? Good enough. Oh, that was interesting. Alright, the pepper spray does not have an animation when it works. You just kind of throw it and it disappears and their in-hit's done. But I don't know what I was expecting, really. I guess I wasn't expecting like a fancy pepper spray effect. Oh, that hurts. Okay. Don't stand there. I understand. You're here early. You're usually the boss of this stage. This is odd. He doesn't have a life bar, so he must not be the boss. The boss of this stage is usually 2 of these. Okay, he still doesn't like when you jump attack. Are you dead yet? Someday. There we go. Ooh, sick one up. There's a lot of times, from the looks of it, where they allow you to just kind of walk through a lot of the stage. And it's unclear if... Shit. And it's unclear if you're actually skipping fights or not, or if they, make you catch up with all of them during the screen lock. I'm hoping that we just skipped a little bit there. That'd be pretty cool. Oof! Ooh, ow, my bones! They still have most of their animation, which is nice. They've at least got their 2 distinct kick animations, these Kung Fu guys. They could have easily just put in one of them. Yeah, I have to agree, Izumi. It is strange, though. The Master System definitely came out before the Genesis did, yeah? It's odd that they'd make Streets of Rage for, you know, one thing and then port it to the previous thing? Oh, we were too close to the laser beam. That's a bigger hitbox than I thought. This stage is very generous with 1-ups. Who are you? Who is this? I've never seen this man before. Hold up. You're telling me? Hold on a fucking second here. You're telling me the Master System... Oh god, I'm getting cooked. Wait, the Master System version has a unique boss? Hold on. No, come back, I love you. Yes! Zombie Belger. Oh, he's fast, though. Let's call the police. All ports got a unique boss. Fuck, that's cool. Fuck. They didn't have to do that, but they did it anyway. So that stage is wild. That stage is wild. It's got new music. It's got a new boss. It's got new traps. That's crazy. Oh, the elevator works. I don't know why I'm surprised that the elevator works. Question is, can I still yeet people off the side of the stage? That's what we must ask ourselves. Whoa, okay. All right, I've answered my question. Oh, you're not allowed to move while the elevator is moving. Okay, that's very generous. You can you can do that from a mile away in this version. You don't have to be anywhere near the edge. Holy shit. Oh, there she go. There she go. You can do that from so far away, that's crazy! Oh, and they get a bounce? So you can just do it from anywhere. I understand. There he goes. We're at the top. Whoa. Okay. Oh, that's unsafe. What? I'll take it. Well, that stage just kind of ends. They don't do the walking animation. All right, final stage. Still looks good. Still looks good on Master System. Are we despawning those enemies by walking by? Because we can only have 2 at a time, yeah? Unless we killed some of them. I'm hoping we just straight up despawned those guys as we walked by. Ooh, this music is still good! Ah. That's the strat. It's not very speedy, though. Was River City Girls a remake? No, not really. To say it's more of a sequel is accurate, yeah. But even then, the game kind of pokes fun at its own continuity. So I guess you could call it a standalone thing. That wouldn't be inaccurate either, really. The Kunio timeline is strange. Ooh, 1-up. This stage did not have a 1-up there before. Okay, so that's supposed to be the headbutt. You can't do the headbutt raw like you could before. Okay, Final Fight Infinite. I understand. He got upset. But what if I just walk all this way? If you hold up or down, your combo is infinite? Hold on. You are correct. You are correct, sir. That is the tech. That is the tech I need in my life. Not against these two, though. It's not gonna do much against these two. I love that you speedrun the Master System version. That's fucking sick, not gonna lie. Yeah, you just never do the, you never do the ender. Ooh. You never do the ender if you're holding up or down. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Probably better off just doing this against the wrestler. Curious how Mr. X is gonna work. Does he still shoot the gun? He wouldn't be able to shoot much with the sprite limit. And even less so if he's got backup. Ooh, that's so handy. Oh, that's good. Yes! I'm kind of used to the fire breath doing fucking like 90%, so I'm pleasantly surprised that it does less than that. Oh fuck, that's good. Whoops. Whoops. Yeah. No, get me out. Oh, we take those. Weapons in general seem better. The weapons seem better in this game than they do on Genesis, which is strange. But I guess it's because regular punches and kicks feel weird. That being said, Axel does not have the best hitbox with the pipe. The other two characters lean forward when they use the pipe. Not Axel, he leans back for some reason. Weapons are godlike in the Game Gear port. That's good to hear. Oh, he's back! Oh, I get to fight him again! Yes! I mean, I'm just gonna infinite him now that I know the infinite, but I like this guy. He's cool! These missiles are a problem, though. The timer is also a problem, but I suppose we've died and solved it ourselves. Ooh. Oh, I don't know how to approach. How to approach a man with homing missiles. New plan. Haha. Uh-oh. Oh shit, it tracks even farther than that? Okay. So it tracks you for its entire flight path. If you swerve, it swerves with you. Shit! Yeah, get me back in. I'm learning a lot today. Oh, I can jump over it. That's good. Yo, what's up, Lunar? Yeah, Streets of Rage on the Master System is... It's something. It's definitely something. Oh, that actually killed them, huh? Wow. I don't know about that trade. It's not an amazing trade. That kick of theirs is a lot less telegraphed. Yeah, the doors are huge. It's as if they took the Genesis assets and didn't size it down for the Master System's presumably smaller resolution. The twins are easier here than they've ever been. Definitely not a complaint, though. Are we good? Are we good? Oh! Oh, it loads in like that. You don't break down the door. Interesting, interesting. Can I grab you immediately? Can I grab him immediately, though? Ooh. This is new. He did not used to call Kung Fu guys. Oh, there's still more? Shit! He sends the whole fucking army after you. You're also not given the option to, you're not given the option to join him, which that doesn't surprise me. Oh, there he goes! Oh, he does have gun! He still uses gun! Excuse me? Did he just teleport? His movement patterns. What form of power is this? Oh shit, he's good. Oh, I can't knee him. Just punch him, you idiot. That's the strat. Just punch him. What are you doing? Yeah. Hey. Oh, I wanted money to fly out of his pockets. But that would definitely would have hit the spray limit. Alright, so that was a thing. That was interesting. Ooh, that cutscene art looked good. We only saw it for about 3 frames. Oh yeah, that was Streets of Rage 2 art, you're right. Alright, credits theme is still intact. They're all ex-cops, Lunar. By the start of the game, they had already quit the force. Why does none of them have a gun? I mean, those are the rules, though. When you quit the force, you know, you always gotta turn in your gun and your badge. That's how you do it. That's how it's done. Oh, there's no high score screen. Not that we would have made the high score screen anyway. We fucking had to, like, 3cc that game. That was an interesting... It's not very often you get to, It's not very often you get to experience something as if it was the first time again. Let alone something that you love very dearly. So I had fun. That was cool. I want to check out the Game Gear version, too, see how that differs. Izumi said there was unique bosses on all the ports. I want to see all of them. That's super cool. I like that. Yeah, it's true. We've got the cop friend with the rocket launcher. Shit, man, it's like 7 o'clock. All right. That is gonna have to do it for me, chat room. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out to the stream. Thanks to everybody who posted and rated and followed and subscribed and all that good shit. Let's figure out where to go. Let's figure out who to raid. I had fun. That was a fun little stream. I'm about to take my ass to bed, personally. Oh, I know what to do. I know who to raid. It's GVG's birthday. We gotta raid GVG. It's GVG guy's birthday. Wish him a happy birthday or something. Or just give him one of these. Give him one of these. But preferably wish him a happy birthday. And yeah, I'll see you all on Monday, so I'll see you next time. Bye!